What's up, guys? I'm Kyle. Behind me is my 2023 BRZ, and in this box is the solution to one of the car's most annoying problems. The 2023 BRZ and the GR86 don't have a lot of problems. They are relatively simple cars that are driver-oriented, meant to be fun, rear-wheel drive sports cars. However, there are a few things that it could do better on, and one of the things that I take issue on is there's barely anywhere to put this. The BRZ accounts for a lot of things like driver position, where your shifter is, a physical e-brake, all the things that make it driver-centric. The lack of a place to put your cell phone is pretty detrimental, because if you need to get somewhere that you don't know, or if you want to change your music, or if you want to have a great playlist while you're driving through the canyon roads, there's not many places to put your cell phone so you can have access to it safely. That being said, as you can see, there's no, I bought this aftermarket, but there's really nowhere to put your phone. You can put it in the cup holder, but you know, it's weird when you're driving to reach down and get your phone to look at something. Plus, it doesn't really sit nice. This is aftermarket, which I can put my phone in here, but it doesn't stay upright. It kind of has to be on its side. Yeah. Not a lot of places to put a phone. That's why this box is so important. This box is brought to you by ProclipUSA. Now, ProclipUSA is a company I've known about and worked with for a while. They were one of the first people to reach out to me when I had my 2018 WRX. ProClip makes the best phone mounts on the market in terms of reliability, simplicity. Your phone doesn't shake around or fall. How do I know this? When I had the 2018 WRX, I bought a lot of phone mounts. I had some that went into the cup holder. I had some that you stuck onto the windshield with a suction cup, and then they had like a gooseneck thing that attached to your phone. All of them had really bad flaws, like shaking or if the phone would slip. It just so happened that ProClip reached out to me and they said, hey, we have a mount for your 18 WRX, and it worked out perfectly, and since then that has been my standard for good phone mounts. Last week they reached out to me and they said, hey, we have something for your 2023 BRZ that you might need, and I said, yeah, there's literally no cargo room in here for a phone or anything like that. So they said, you know what, we'll hook it up. So here it is. They hooked it up with this box. I believe that this will really change the dynamic that I have with this car, because I love this car already, but the fact that I always have to have my phone in a weird place or in my pocket, it just gets annoying. We got some ProClip goodies. This will be going in the studio, and if I have a place to put it in the car, I will find it. Ooh, okay, all right, I'm liking this already. This is the ProClip Center mount, and here is the rugged phone case holder. So they have different widths of phone case holders. I happen to have a thicker phone case with a card holder, so you know, I let them know that, and this is the one that they sent me. And let's get into it. Shout out to ProClip. Okay, we got our center mount here. You know what I'm pretty bummed out about, though? The last package I received from ProClip had a very nice handwritten note, so I'm gonna have to take off 10 points from ProClip because there was no confession of love in a handwritten letter. I don't know if I'm gonna recover from that, but you sent me a pretty dope phone mount, so we'll see. Okay, compatible with the pry things to put it to find a desired location, then parallel seams, press it down until it holds the mount toward. Simple enough. Okay, so this clip, this front lip area, this top lip, will attach anywhere between this wall of this vent and the wall of this vent, and anywhere along this top seam. So you have from here all the way to out here for your phone mounting solution. Where do I want this? Probably right here would be best. I could do that here like that. Alrighty, here we go. And I'm gonna go for dead center. Now it does say you can either go above the left vent or above the right vent, but I'm gonna try to go for dead center just because I have OCD like that. Boom, push this. I'm pushing this to get leverage in. Whoa. Okay, that was easy as hell. That's practically on there. That's like the mount is there. This is so easy. ProClip. You guys like, yeah. Next, we just slowly pull. Camera's about to die. There we go. And we are on there. That's it. That was the simplest thing. Oh my goodness. And that's that. And that's not going anywhere. Now I see the appeal of the adhesive because to make sure that's permanent and it doesn't jostle, but like that's not going anywhere. That's awesome. Okay, so this base plate is in. It stays in the middle pretty well. I like it because it's nice and centered. They do recommend that you put it above the left or right vent. I'm a bad boy, so it's going right here. That was really easy. And now comes this part. This is the adjustable phone mount for rugged phone cases. And this next part requires a screwdriver. Specifically, a little Phillips head, because these have these 4 screws that index with the phone mount, whether you want it low or high, which is awesome. They give you the option. And essentially, you just screw your mount in. All right, I need a smaller Phillips head. Okay, sorry about those technical difficulties. I did not have a screwdriver that was fine enough for these screws. So just in the interest of making things easier, I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this front plate. All right, so now I have it separated. This is your mounting plate, which goes like this, and this is your face plate, which holds your phone. And with things like this, normally the simpler, the better. There's a lot of gimmicky ones on Amazon that like automatically open and automatically close and hold your phone, and then it's also a charger. The more moving parts there are, the more complicated the system is, the more that can go wrong. That's why ProClip is my go-to solution, because it's simple, it's robust, it's reliable, and it will not fail you. That being said, mounting plate goes like so. There you go. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Nice and solid. And then now, your last step is to take your faceplate and attach it to the base plate that now has the mounting plate on it. That's probably, what, a 15-minute install, if that. If you're not filming, probably 10. Now, take your phone and slide it into place. That is a phone mount, ladies and gentlemen. Still have access to your hazard button. Oh, and just so you guys know that the phone mount is adjustable. You can adjust it to however you see fit, and then tighten these 2 screws, and that'll pretty much lock it into place. And the last thing we're gonna do, just as a thank you to ProClip, is we're gonna throw that sticker right on there. That way, anytime I'm filming or anytime there's no phone in here, people know that this is in fact a ProClip mount. Boom. Look at that. That's gorgeous. It's just so good. All phone mounts, or I'd say most phone mounts, are good when the car isn't moving. It'll just hold the phone. You know, there's no stresses on the car. But it's another thing to have a phone mount that works while you're driving. Pretty much the reason you need a phone mount. Now that this beautiful phone mount is installed, let's go for a drive. Alright, it is now 1 week later, and I daily drove the car throughout the week, which means I daily drove the ProclipUSA phone mount. I made some adjustments to make it perfect and get it dialed in for how I like it, so check it out. So first thing you might notice is I swapped out this sticker. It turns out I didn't like my adjustment when I first did it. I think I was too rushed and too excited. It ended up being a bit tight. So to remedy that, took off the sticker, I loosened these up a bit. Now it slides on and off with much less effort, but still has enough hold where it's not shaking like crazy. I put the smaller ProClip sticker on, just so I have access to this if I ever need it, or if, you know, someone else is driving my car, like my girlfriend or my dad, and they need to put their phone there. I also added this charging cable, which is actually routed to the cigarette lighter, which is all the way in the back of the glove box. First, I just had it wrapped around without these cable management clips. But the problem is when I have it wrapped around and it dangles, when this hits your radio, it actually has enough electric interference or enough of an electric signal to tap it, you know, to tap your screen. So what I did was I put these 2 cable clips here and these 2 cable clips here. Say my phone is in it and it's 100% charged, you know, and I want it out of the way. It's not going to be tapping the radio and changing my radio station or whatever. Instead, it's going to be dangling down here, nice and out of the way, you know? And when I do need it, plug it in. I don't know. It was aesthetically pleasing to me. I didn't want anything cutting through my vent. So that is, I would say, the perfect ProClip phone mount. If you're looking for a phone mount for your 22 and up BRZ or your GR86, I highly recommend ProClip. You want to have a nice, usable phone mount that's out of the way, doesn't block anything important, still have access to your buttons. Go with ProClip, you will not regret it.